morning, good noon, good evening, whatever time and place to listen to us from, straight from the 909. It's Mark, Ali, Hip Hop's Godson, myself, Nesquick. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really means a lot. And of course, Mark the Realist is with us as well. I didn't say your AKA, you know. But today is going to be a really fun episode. We're going to be talking about, of course, as you might see it on the image, Kendrick Lamar's latest drop, which is GNX, which was a nice surprise that caught us all, kind of off guard. I didn't expect this drop, but he didn't really announce it or roll it out, in the typical way that you would. Yeah. It was kind of one of those, just like, boom, just dropped it on us.
My guy's releasing based on the strategies of Sun Tzu, the art of war. Yeah, just get him by surprise in the middle of the night.
Art of surprise, yeah, exactly. I thought it was really dope, though, like the album itself, I think a lot of people that I know, like, listened to it like right away, like all the way through. There was people at work that was like, just working, but listening to the whole album.
Oh, wow.
Making comments like, oh, man, this is dope, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't spoil it. I want to listen to it during lunch.
Yeah, right.
How was it with you guys? How did it, like, did you guys listen to it right away, or did you guys listen to it like later off of work, or how did you guys
I was off. Literally, my brother called me at like 9 in the morning, woke me up. It was like, Kendrick just dropped, gotta go. I was like,
yeah, it's one of those now. It's like, as soon as you hear Kendrick drop,
I said, all right, that's it, gotta go. So went, listened to it right away, and very impressed with what I heard. I mean, good range. He really stepped up and kind of continued the run from Not Like Us, and really had that West Coast sound on about a good, I would say, half the tracks, which is something we really hadn't gotten from Kendrick as far as from a full-length project. Like, he'll dibble and dabble in the West Coast sound, but like, this is the first album where it was like at least half the album was geared towards that sound. And coming off of Not Like Us, I just feel like that was perfect.
Yeah, dope.
For sure.
Give us a little snippet on Not Like Us on the beginning.
Yeah, we'll squabble up.
So that was good. That was a good little teaser to let you know he has something coming for us.
Yes.
So it was cool to kind of already kind of know, like, oh yeah, something's coming up. And they even have talks about possibly even a second album.
There's something else, because what he did was he put out like a 1 minute teaser.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes before he actually dropped the album.
Yeah, that's right.
So he put that out, and then so everybody's like, okay, he has an album coming soon. 30 minutes later, he drops the album. But we go back and figure out the song in that teaser isn't even on the album.
Right.
So that's another basically warning sign, like something else is coming to at some point. Like, this dude, I mean, during that whole beef and everything, one of the critiques was, oh, Kendrick takes a long time. He takes 4 years off, this, that, and the third. Well, he gonna be around for a while, y'all. Yeah. If you're somebody who's not a big fan, or a hater of any kind, or whatever, you're gonna have to deal with him at least till 2026, because this album isn't going anywhere. This year, we already know what he did. We got the Grammys, got the Super Bowl, most likely a tour. And then this album is going to be up for 26 Grammys. So, yeah, he's riding a nice wave right now. This wave he's on is crazy.
Yeah, it's barely like on the rise right now, this wave that's coming.
It's coming.
It's not even at its apex.
No, that's scary. Yeah. Coming off, one of the best verses of the year with Like That. Definitely the biggest song of the year with Not Like Us. And then to drop one of the best albums of the year with GNX, like, to just really put the bow on a 2024 that he basically just ran from a mainstream level.
Yeah, because it's like another level right now. It's a new, like, even a evolution chapter that he's now hit. It's some sort of like merit point now, like he's on.
Yeah,
like, it's just a different him now, because this is post. After the big smackdown he just did with somebody who's huge in the rap game, who was very, dominant in the rap game. And so to take down that juggernaut, and now to be like, yeah, this is me just victory lapping shit. Like, that in itself is dope. What was your thoughts, Mark, like first listening in on GNX?
I'm actually impressed he didn't take the capitalistic approach and actually attach They Not Like Us to this album.
Right.
He could have did
Good
that.
point.
Because this is that was a loose track as of this point.
That's a great point.
For him not to do that, it's gonna facts are it's gonna cost him a lot of sales, but that's a good way to show you that he still has a lot more going into the future, and he doesn't need to ride on that single.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that kind of motion by him, and I also ended up listening to the album after work. I know I couldn't listen to it during work, but the fact is, it's like,
wow, you're not a true fan, dude.
I know. The fact that everyone got together and was able to share their insights on the album and actually go into a deep dive with it.
It's a little too fast, in my opinion. Like, it's a little too fast of dissecting it.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like there's some things you just really can't.
We can sit on it for another week or two, y'all. Yeah, it's okay.
I say at minimum to at least give their few favorite joints out of it. Sure. But to dude, it wasn't even like 20 minutes in. People are sharing it on their stories and stuff. I'm like, let the album resonate. Let it get, let it get immersed within you.
Yeah, let it sink in. Yeah.
That's me, but that's me talking from like a purist level at it. That's how much I love the sounds. But it's cool knowing that this is barely scratching the surface on what he can actually do in the future with, like Ali mentioned, going with another album, going with another tour. What is next coming out of Kendrick's tank with this? Because obviously he didn't take the most advantageous route with this, with attaching one of the best hits of the year, if not the hit of the year.
Yeah.
He's going at this a little differently, so that causes everyone to watch with a little bit more intense lens.
Yeah. I think the first track for me already hit me because of the things he was talking about, so real with it, and like not afraid to like he brought up Snoop Dogg. He goes, hey, Snoop posted this. He goes, what am I supposed to take that? Like, how am I supposed to take that if he posts his
Tailor Made?
Yeah, Tailor Made from Drake.
Mm-hmm.
How's he supposed to take that? He even brings that up. He goes, man, I can't trust anybody.
That was Snoop. Deep. That was deep.
That's crazy, dude.
Yep.
He brought up Lil Wayne. That was a dope bar, because right after that bar hits you, boom, beat kicks in.
Yep.
And it just goes off, spazzes. But that bar is big because the whole talk about the Super Bowl, that it was Lil Wayne's turn, all this stuff. And he just, man, I feel like I let Lil Wayne down now.
Hard work with Lil Wayne down.
The irony in that bar is so dope because it's an irony bar. Like those are pretty rare in hip hop, like an irony bar. Mm-hmm. And because we know J. Cole's, said famous for the track about letting Nas down. Mm-hmm. And then Nas is the only one that praised him. He's saying, that's crazy.
Yep, and he was one of the few that actually he posted in his story, congratulations for the Super Bowl. Like. Yeah. He posted that. So, and he was one of the few big rappers that actually, gave Kendrick his props for that.
Yeah.
While everyone else was playing tug of war, divided, and, he should have it. Oh, it should be Wayne. And Nas he saw the bigger picture. Like, look, at the end of the day, hip hop is headlining the Super Bowl. Yeah. Let's just congratulate that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's the mark people were missing on that.
At least someone take the seat and not have an issue of who's taking the seat. Because that's being way too particular.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Be happy we have
I like
that.
how he even talks about, being in LA. Like, they waxed out my mural. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how it is. Like, hate me or love me. Like, I'm getting hated in my own city.
Yeah, you going to have some.
You don't think I'm thick-skinned? Like, that, the whole picture he painted with that was...
That first song was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. The way that set it all off.
Yep.
Then you got the big hit.
Squabble Up.
Yeah, Squabble Up.
Which is the snippet he had from the Not Like Us video. Now we get the full song, and then he, yesterday, was it yesterday?
Oh, for the video?
The video yesterday. Yeah, video came out yesterday. Video came out yesterday.
So many Easter eggs in that.
So many. Like, he even had the troll where he was sitting there with the book and said how to be more like Kendrick for Dummies. Yeah. I thought that was funny.
It's very. It reminds me of Peele, Jordan Peele. Like the way he has so many Easter eggs in Us, or let's use Us. So many Easter eggs.
1 million.
Kendrick, it's almost like he's working with Jordan Peele or something. Like the way they have so many Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But man, so smart. So like, and it was very West Coasty.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of up and comers that, you know, in West Coast, which was dope, putting them on.
And that was a critique of his after the pop out. I was like, oh, but he's not doing any features with any of those guys, or he's not gonna, you know, put those guys on, this and the third. Well, here he goes with the album, and 3 or 4 songs shuts all that. Like it's like this whole period of this year shows that even though he may not be super active on social media, he sees and hears everything. Yeah. Because anytime there's a critique, he has an answer to shut it up right away. Yeah. Like quick.
Well, he's talked about the white comedian talking about black women.
Yep. Andrew Schultz.
Some are pointing at Andrew Schultz being the example of that.
He's really like I said, he sees it all. If he's not feeling it, he's gonna address it, and you know it's gonna be what it is.
You just got to deal with it.
You have to deal with it, or you better come with it.
And that's the main point of his message in this was like, you're gonna hate me. Like no matter when you're working hard and on top, like they're gonna hate you no matter what.
Oh yeah, the famous saying that I use all the time is hate never comes from the top. If you're like successful in your own right, anyone that has any displeasure from you more than likely isn't more successful than you. Yeah, it's always going to come from some people that are just, you know, in status symbol wise going to be below you.
That's true. That's true, man.
You know, I mean, and the case in point is there hasn't been a long stretch of work that Lil Wayne's produced. But the fact that the New Orleans and Louisiana came around with the Super Bowl, the only popular person out of that joint out of this time now is Lil Wayne, and then that's where that came up. Right. Not trying to say that, hey, he's less of him or whatever, but this is where that issue can come and arise to where it's like, hey, look, like this is such a hot topic that we need to attach all these people with it to find issue.
Yeah. Do you think Lil Wayne can really cash that check today?
To be honest, I mean,
like "Don't Wake a Sleeping Giant."
No, absolutely not.
No. I mean, not. And one, it's never really been his strength. Like he's even. I mean, there's video. I mean, I just saw the video before I came in. There's videos of him saying he's not a battler. Like he's not. That's not what he does. He can rap. He can do punchlines, metaphors, crazy flows.
My only thing is he's had that before. Like he's had that crazy momentum before.
Yeah.
If he's done it once, why can't he do it again?
Yeah. When the moment when he documented saying that he forgets most of his songs or doesn't remember most of his songs,
and that killed any chance of him going to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah. To me, that's a mark on professionalism.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you literally get paid to remember your songs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
Jay-Z's not chancing that.
Yeah, I don't see Nas forgetting Illmatic anytime soon because he can make money every time.
Yeah. Every
time. Exactly. I mean, you can't have an artist up there and risk him forgetting his lines in the biggest show of the year.
Yeah.
Like it's literally the biggest show.
Have any of you guys seen what Drake's been up to since the album release or the drop?
Well, funny you mentioned that because that's been the big story of the day. I'm having a trouble even saying it because it makes me so angry.
It's almost getting you guilty by association.
I don't even like saying it. The dude actually presented a motion to possibly sue Universal for potentially, you know, fabricating perception of Not Like Us with bots and payola and all kind of other it's so stupid. I'm having trouble even saying it because it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it just is. Like, it's dumb on so many levels. It's a bad look for him, first of all. So, all those people who still wanted to hold on and say he won, that's dead. So, we can stop trolling saying he won. You don't sue if you won. So, that's number one.
Yeah. Because that's like a last-ditch desperation move.
So, that's number one. Yeah. Number two, it's a bad look for when it comes to how albums are sold now. So now every album,
everything's in question.
Everything's in question now. Yep. So your albums are in question, Drake. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
how does he even know about it?
Come on now. So it makes you look bad. We got to question some of your streams and some of your, you know, platinum records and all of that.
That's him unveiling the
hidden secret.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz, essentially.
Seriously.
It's the pot calling the kettle black because how many of his singles have been perpetuated by
come on.
Exactly.
That's exactly what the record label does, is that they'll pay radio stations to play the songs. Like, how does it become a hot single if it's only debuted the last week? It's perpetuated.
It's ridiculous, dude. And then on top of that, to single it out for Not Like Us. Not Like Us was on fire.
Radio stations would be stupid not to play.
Like this is just dumb.
It was so much at the stadiums now.
It's everywhere. The Dodgers use it as a rallying song for the World Series. Like they played it at the Olympics. Yeah. Like what are we? Kamala Harris said it, before one of her speeches. Yeah. Like this is like what are we talking about?
Yeah. Now it's like a what do you call it? A lexicon.
They Not Like Us. Yeah. That's gonna be in the dialect of hip hop for the foreseeable future.
Nope.
So for him to think some bots helped make it bigger than what it was, it just makes no sense, dude. Yeah. And then the worst part, the follow-up motion for defamation is just.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's potentially gonna sue for defamation. Now he's not suing, he's kind of saving face a little because he's not suing Kendrick directly. He's suing Universal for pushing it for a song that's defaming him for the claims made on Not Like Us.
That's crazy.
Which is just insane. It's just such a bad stigma in battles. Like, could you imagine Ja Rule suing Aftermath for, putting out Get Rich or Die Trying with Back Down on it? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is just, it's such a bad look for hip hop. Like, I mean, it's worse for him, but it's still a bad look. It just hip hop is about battling. It's part of the. That's
the thing about Drake,
culture.
Though. He's very petty in the way he doesn't give a fuck, and he's gonna no matter if it makes him look bad or not. That's the thing about Drake.
Now people who aren't rich can't diss Drake because they'll sue. Yeah. Sue. I'll sue your ass.
It's crazy because the thing is like for him to even do this, it's like, and honestly with these actions. Euphoria is aging like the best wine you've ever tasted.
Oh yeah, it's aging really well.
His actions are literally what Kendrick spelled out in Euphoria.
It's proving it all.
He's proving everything. And now, he tried to deny the cease and desist for Like That. I gotta believe it now. Yeah. Your actions now give credence to that possibly happening. Like this is such a bad. I mean, this is gonna be hard. Losing a battle is one thing.
Yeah.
But this back, what he's done in the aftermath of the battle is going to be hard to recover from this.
This is worse than people snitching out on samples.
Seriously.
When people snitched out on samples, it's bad because then you can actually sue and have to actually pay backdated royalties. This is different now because you have to afford to sue people now. It's the precedent you have to have as much or more money to not bleed out in court because if Drake sues you, you have to survive it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like, they settled out of court. Well, then that means Drake won.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks to the justice system.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks to the justice system.
And then the thing that makes it even worse for Drake is this is only making Not Like Us even bigger. It's giving it more life. Yeah. It's giving it more legs.
Each headline.
Yeah. Just when the song starts to die down, you're giving it more. I just saw something where it entered back in the top 20 or something like that after falling out for a few weeks. Like people were starting to get over it, and you're bringing it back up.
Yeah, it's when Undertaker's in the center of the ring, all of a sudden just
perfect. The sit up. He keeps making that song sit up. Yeah. It's crazy. So it's like you're making his victory even stronger just by doing this. So it's just it was a bad look all around. So between the album and then this news coming out, with the Drake thing, it's like this run. He I don't even think he understands what he's giving Kendrick even more ammo and more love and more adulation.
That could prompt another diss. Yeah. I'd do it.
Come on, man.
Because right now it's hot. The iron's hot again. That's a big ass coal to put in the.
He could literally drop a diss on Black Friday going crazy on him.
I heard somebody say where like the way Kendrick's doing these drops, these like constant little like putting out new stuff, it makes it feel like the diss all happened just last week.
Yeah.
Which was now, I think 6 months.
Like 6 months ago.
Yeah. It makes it feel so fresh still, like it just happened.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. The rollout, the constant, doing the Super Bowl announcement, dropping the album, doing the pop out, like all
just more relevancy, more impressions.
Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. So it's like I said, anybody that was tired of Kendrick, well, you're going to have to be tired of him for a couple more years because this run is just getting started.
He didn't go out on the sword, like Drake didn't go out on the sword.
Right.
It's like, it's a move that I want to say that it's cowardice at its level.
Yeah, it is.
Because you just take the L, and then you live to see another day.
It's like that boxer who's like all beat up, like coming down from a knockdown and still trying to swing. Like, no, I can still fight.
No, it's post the loss, and then he's like, yeah, I had that fight. The ref just called it. Like if he's just getting lumped up so much that the ref calls it. That's where the post fighter's like, no, I had the fight, man. I was winning all 8 rounds, and it's all like unanimous.
We got knots to here and knots here, and 2 teeth in your mouth.
That's what it's like, man. But
come on, man. So I had to bring that up because it's been the hot story lately. But in conjunction with the album, like I said, it's just a snowball effect.
It's a snowball effect.
He doesn't even understand. He's literally making this Kendrick snowball even bigger.
We don't want this to be the precedent to like future battles
with
anybody.
I
don't want to say, don't battle Drake, but no, I don't want anyone to get this idea where it's like, if I lose, I could just sue.
Well, this is the thing. This this is such a learning
sue
lesson,
the label.
a learning moment for any MC, taking notes off of this, because we're seeing this happened for the first time on the biggest, highest level, and we're taking notes of what Drake's doing, and we're gonna find out that ain't working.
Yeah. Oh no,
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, freestyle battlers, if you lose at a venue, just sue the venue. It's their fault,
and he better hope he win this case. An L in court on top of it.
Another L in
court.
The attorney's dissing.
Well, Charlemagne brought it up. Charlemagne said for sure the Super Bowl, he's going to try to sue him for defamation
to
at
stop,
the Super Bowl.
to stop him
he's
performing. He's
not going to want at the Super Bowl to freaking, they not like us there. He's not going to want that.
I agree.
I don't know how Kendrick's going to do it.
I know 2 in February.
I know it got to get done, though. It has to happen at some level. He has to perform that, right?
We're going to see February 2nd or February 9th.
He has to, right?
I would.
Yeah. There has to be something to where there has to be some sort of precedent, not some sort of law that allows him to perform his songs.
Freedom of speech, man.
Yeah, this is
that's crazy.
Oh, this
First
is like
Amendment.
I know this is affecting our civil.
This is literally First Amendment,
rights.
bro. Like, come on, bro. So yeah, we gonna revisit this, post Super Bowl.
I feel like Kendrick has to do commercials too, right? He has to do.
I think Drake should have to move back to Canada or stay there.
Yeah, he actually announced, kind of smartly somewhat, but he was on some stream, I think Sunday, and he announced that he was gonna do some tour in Australia starting February 9th, conveniently. So he won't be anywhere near America in the Super Bowl, which smart on his part. But yeah, it's just this is a bad look. I can't even. It's hard for me to get the words out.
This is not hip hop at all.
At all. That's not hip hop.
This is not hip hop at all.
Not hip hop. So yeah, I'll end it on that. But on the Kendrick front, stay tuned. We'll do a full review on a future date. Yeah. So this was just our
we gotta
initial,
digest this.
Just our initial reaction and let it digest for a little while. But there will be a future review on the album. So stay tuned.
I do want to ask, because the cover art is so I want to get you guys'
we can do a
opinion
brief,
about it. Yeah. He's in front of the GNX.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, dude. It's nice looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just that nice solid black coat paint on this classic
clean
vehicle. This is, I don't know if it's an homage to Lil Wayne's. I don't know.
The Carter 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he was aiming for that or not, but I felt like
they've definitely done a comparison to Carter 2. Yep. I forget what car Wayne was standing by, but yeah, it's a similar type of thing. Standing next to the car, black and white. You know what I mean? So it's just, and it's just, honestly, even just how he looks, he's been on this thing lately where everything is straight face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All his videos, Not Like Us, he was like that. Squabble Up, he was like that. Like, everything has been little emotion in his videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of been his kick lately. So I think he kind of kept that same thing going with this album cover. And yeah, he just sitting there chilling with the car. Then hey, y'all about this is car music.
I like it when it's in black and white because having the parental advisory sticker next to the album is actually like an accessory to the album to it.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah,
anything in black and white, post the Tipper Gore parental advisory stuff. Always been a fan of.
Why GNX though? Why do you think he named the album GNX?
Isn't that
after the car?
Isn't the car?
Yeah, that's the car. Yeah,
it's the car.
Well, yeah, why? I mean, I know he's made references to that car in past songs.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
So it's a car that he's always loved,
like idolized.
Yeah, 87 GNX. It's been a car that he's loved for a while.
What's cool is like he moved away from the van.
Mm-hmm.
The family van, and now
Yeah.
he's standing in front of a GNX.
Didn't even think I ain't catch that. I ain't catch
that's
that.
also cool.
It's almost kind of like a next level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, you might have crushed the van in the video, but we moving past that.
Yeah,
we got another car.
Gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Faster
also,
car.
Also reminiscent of Training Day. I know it's like not the same vehicle, but like just kind of has that feel. Like this is Training Day now. Like
Nice. Okay.
Like that's another one.
He just has to find a white MC to take under his wing. All right, you passed the test.
That's it.
Very West Coasty still, like
for
that's
sure.
the thing about West Coast. We love our cars.
Oh yeah, big car culture out here.
Yeah, so that's also dope. Paying homage to that.
Absolutely.
He's wearing a baseball hat. That's kudos to the Dodgers.
Yep. Yeah, it's been his signature lately. He's had the custom PG Lane Dodger fitted.
Yeah.
That's kind of been his signature over the last couple of years.
I've had blue hat with the Kendrick with the LA Lamar.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that hat flying around. What do you guys think about the belt? The belt's a bit different.
Yeah, I'm still lost on the belt because he wore that. He had that same belt on in the Squabble Up video. So
okay.
I'm still that image. I haven't figured out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's just for fashion or if it's paying homage to something.
Yeah. I'm still I'm late on that one. If y'all know in the comments, let us know.
Yeah, let us know on that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about his shoes, I heard about at the pop up. The shoes.
Oh, the shocks.
The shoes that he had at the pop out, like that shoe instantly was like gaining a lot of
sales.
And it was a shoe that was not popular until he wore it out.
He was wearing some shocks, and then he's wearing a pair in the Squabble Up video.
Yeah,
a blue pair.
So he's making
same type of
shoes.
He's making that a thing now. You know what I mean? Yep.
All around dope album, dope release.
Yes.
This is just great, man. For hip hop. Hip hop's really thriving right now.
Yeah, I've
seen a lot of comments about people just saying, "Man, hip hop is really like out here."
This was good. This was good for the culture, good for the genre, and great timing. Holiday season, people at home, people with family, vibing together with it. So I think the timing was perfect. And yeah, whenever that next album may come, could be right before the Super Bowl, could be right after, don't know. But this one we're gonna sit on for a little while.
What do you? I just really quick, I forgot to ask you guys. What did you guys think about the tagline he did for Mustard?
Oh, it's the meme right now. It's the top meme right now.
Yeah.
It's the hot meme right. I mean,
could be his favorite condiment.
Like I've seen church jokes with it. I've seen SpongeBob memes, Dragon Ball Z memes.
Oh
like it's the hot meme at the moment, and it's crazy the way he found a way. Did he do that for it to become a meme? I don't know.
I feel like maybe,
but he probably did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like but to even be able to come up with something simple, nothing crazy. He's just yelling mustard, but it's obviously let you know who produced the track. But it's now the hot meme right now.
Hot dog carts in the U.S. People are like, what do you want? Ketchup, mustard, and relish.
They're blown away every time.
I know, yeah.
Just
ketchup.
And that when I say stadium status, because he's doing that at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he's gonna do that. He's gonna have 40, 50, however many thousand people in that building yelling mustard. It's gonna be crazy.
And then to use the that's a classic freestyle joint. When I hear music, that's always popping. That's always popping. And then to now revamp that up,
great samples on this album.
Yeah, awesome.
Like I said, we're gonna give it its proper deep dive, but like I said, it's so current. We had to at least give our initial thoughts on it.
Yeah, so a piece of this album dropped. It was definitely dope. We also got the Heart Part 6 in this as well.
He reclaimed it.
Right. He didn't stay away from it just because Drake did use that.
He reclaimed it.
Still did it. So there's a lot of classic joints on here. Listen to it through. If you haven't already listened to it, drop some comments and let us know what were your favorite bars, favorite tracks. What did you like about this album that really stood out to you? and then we'll cover this down the line. But yeah, definitely had to mention.
And
this
remember,
one.
and if you lose, just sue.
That is not the message. That is not the message out of. That is not hip hop.
Yeah,
not
it's like the least hip hop thing you can do.
All right, everybody. We hope you guys have a great week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to check us out next time. We got some great episodes lined up for you guys. Mark, let them have it, I guess.
To the MCs, I guess. To the MCs, if you drop a mic, drop a like.
All right, peace out, everybody.
Peace.